Hi, my name is Katie, and my channel is So Tattered, and I'm also So Tattered on Instagram. This is Flosstube number 6, and today is September 14th. It's a Thursday, and I'm going to go ahead and just say my kid is very loud. The poor kid got sick on his birthday, and he is just coughing away in there. And so it's been about a week, and he's fine. He just can't get rid of that horrible cough. And so you will hear that with a lot of scripting. He's very loud today. No, but other than that, I mean, he had a really bad birthday. He took it like a champ. He was not feeling well at all, and we all came down with it. It was pretty rough. It was a rough weekend, and yeah, he was pretty disappointed. He just really wanted to go to a restaurant with spicy chicken sandwich and eat his cake, and he couldn't. He had just this little cookie with a candle in it, and we just did the best we could. And but it was a very rough weekend. We were not happy campers for sure, but he's sweet. He got through it, and we'll do it on this coming weekend. It'll be fine. But he missed bowling. It was awful. But we're doing better now. But we do. I think we all have that lingering cough, and hopefully I won't have to pause this too many times. And so, but he's doing better. He's just really loud. And the lighting is here is awful. It's finally cooling off in Texas, but it is so muggy and drizzly, and so it's 70, but you wouldn't know it. It is gross out there. And so the lighting is pretty bad in here. It looks dark, but it's it's fine. So, but thank you everybody who wished him happy birthday on Instagram. He got a kick out of that. I told him, oh, look, over 100 people said happy birthday to you and get little hearts and stuff, and he loved that. And so I don't typically put a lot of personal stuff on Instagram, but I just I think that in situations where, I don't know, when you're a parent of a child with special needs, and sometimes things can get so down and doom and gloom and all that, sometimes it's good to hear the amazing things that can come from the situation, and how it can build you and your character and your strength. And I think he's definitely one of those stories that he inspires me. So I felt like I needed to share that. So he's just such an inspiration to me. And so I'm not going to get emotional. Not going to do it. So that's why I put it out there, and was hoping that maybe somebody could be uplifted by knowing that, hey, there's a reason to stay positive, and there's no limit. There's no limit. Don't put a cap on these kids. So that's all. um, so I'm gonna start talking about my whips and what I worked on. And even though I was feeling pretty under the weather, I still got some stitching done, some sewing done, and it's and some shopping done. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Stacy Nash Jack-o'-lantern sewing pocket. Not a ton of progress, but it's something. I'm, I'm going to get this one done this season. I want to use it this season. I don't want to be sad that I didn't make it. This is where I'm about halfway through. It's on 36 count baked clay by Fox and Rabbit, and it's way darker than it's showing here. Way darker. I think it's going to be really pretty, and I'm not using the called for. I'm using Espresso Bean by Gentle Arts. Using that, and yes, I need to stick with it. I can get it done. And yesterday was the 13th, so I got to work on Jack's Bash, and that's always exciting. I stitch way more on those days if I can. I try really hard, or I stitch in the morning and then I'll try to here and there get it in, because when you're one day, one day, you gotta get it done in one day. So I'm doing this one with Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, and oh, I haven't seen where she's at yet. Oh, she worked on it yesterday too, and it's on 40 count presentation by Tropical Stitches. Oh, you guys probably want to see the chart, huh? Plum Street Sampler or Jack's Bash, and a ton of people have jumped in on this, and it's so fun seeing everybody working on it, and everybody's looks so different just by what they choose. This is where I'm at. I did some more of the letters, and this sawtooth is satin stitch, and it looks way better with this color than it did with the black. I don't know why, it just does. And then so I got to the tree and to the lady and her little dress. So I really enjoyed stitching that dress. That's fun. It is turning out perfect. I love this one. I'd probably already be done if, if I didn't have to put it down. So that's where I am on that one, and I'll see it again at the end of the month. And this was a new start. I think I talked about it on my last one though, and I didn't get very far, and I didn't get very far this time either, and which is sad because it was one that I was really, really excited to start, and I think because it's taking me forever, the momentum is just meow. It's just all the stitches and it takes forever. So this is Eliza Knight, Hands Across the Sea Samplers. I got it in the middle. There's a quick picture of it. Trying not to hit the microphone. I'm doing those little maneuvers. But it just has so many beautiful things in it that I want to stitch. I have to get to it, and that's the hard part, is the getting to it, because I don't start in random places. I have to start in the corner. So I was excited to get to a new color, but the new color was in 1/1, and that kind of took the fun out of it. But I love it. It's gonna be beautiful. It's just not my favorite to stitch. That's terrible. And the linen, it's Steinbeck by Needle and Flax, 40 count. Gorgeous. So I'm going to continue working on this because I do love it. It's beautiful. I just I don't know. It's not very fun right now. It'll be fun later. These are the called for. Look at those colors. That's what it is. I just haven't gotten to the pretty fun colors yet. I never thought I would be one of those ones who like all those colors. You learn new things about yourself all the time. Like when I was a kid, I hated pink. Hated pink. Wouldn't wear it. Nothing. Hated that color. And when I say I was a kid, even as an adult, I don't know. Pink. I don't like pink. That's too girly. And now I found myself, I really like pink reproduction fabrics with the brown and the pink and the green, and then stitching. I love stitching with pink. It's ridiculous. My poor family. I'm gonna start throwing pink up everywhere. They're gonna hate it. And then I started Christy Barron. This one, if I didn't have other things that I was working on, this would probably be one of those ones that could just take my attention and I not work on anything else. It's I love it. All the little motifs, all the colors. And I am stitching this on 40 count paper bark by Fox and Rabbit. And this is where I am. Sorry, this lighting is terrible today. That border is fun. Those flowers, I've never stitched flowers like that in a border, and they're almost like splatter paint. It's just fun. It's fun. And these are the called for. So I think that I like it when there's a whole lot of color changes. It just keeps it more interesting for me. It's fun. So I'm excited to get back to that one. And then I had a new start this morning, and this is all Ginger's fault. I was not gonna do this one. I've seen it. That's cute, you know. And then I saw her working. I was like, oh, that's cute. And then I saw her progress. I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to stitch that. And it's right now. It's the fall colors. I just can't get enough of all things fall with these colors. So this is Stacy Nash, Turkey Hollow Farm. And this picture is awful. That's not inspiring. That's a terrible picture. But I'm stitching this on Flannel Flower 40 Count by Fox and Rabbit, and I've got a tiny little start because I did it this morning and I didn't really have a lot of time, but I was determined to start it this morning. And that's what I've gotten. This is the border, and these are the called for. So I think what did it for me was seeing the turkey. It was really pretty. I love turkeys. I have a thing about turkeys, and it's sad because I don't decorate for fall because it takes me forever to decorate for Halloween, and then I start decorating for Christmas the day after Halloween, and so there's no room for fall. So it's fall and Halloween kind of squish. So, but there's no turkeys in Halloween. I mean, like there could be if I wanted there to be. I have turkey things smalls that I've stitched and things, and it's sad they don't get their moment in the the season. It's terrible. I'll work on that. I don't know. Got to be a way. Uh-oh. That's Jack's bash. I didn't put it back. And then okay. So to tell you about this new start, I'm gonna have to tell you about some good news. So a friend, an Instagram friend, she reached out to me and she asked me if I was going to the Stitching Bee retreat. I don't know what that is. And so she told me about it, and it is local to me. It's in October, and I signed up, and I'm going to my first retreat. And I'm so excited and nervous, and I don't know what to bring. I mean, I guess it's kind of like what I do at Boxcar, just longer. But we are going to do an ornament exchange, Christmas ornament exchange. So I need to make a Christmas ornament. And I looked and looked and looked, and I thought, well, I wanted to do something I like. And I don't think that we're supposed to show these things to people beforehand, but I'm thinking if I put it in a bag, no one's going to know that it was the one I showed on here. So I'm going to show you guys and then just not show you the bag I'm going to put in it. Though y'all aren't even going to be there, but some of you might be there. I know a couple of my friends are going to be there. So, and my mom's going. So, but yeah, I am. This is what I'm doing for that. It is the vintage tree. I showed this on my last one by October House Fiber Arts. Let's see if I can get that in here. Well, you really can't. Oh, wait. There it is. I can see it in person. But I started this one and I love vintage Christmas. And so I think it's so cute. But it's really cool because the white on it is, I'm using the called for. It's called Frosty by Classic Colorworks, and it's, I know probably not gonna be able to see it, but it's got strands of light blue in it, which is fun. Yeah, these are great vintage Christmas colors, and they look really good on this linen, which the linen is Mayflower, 40 count, fox and rabbit. I'm loving it. That tree was fun to stitch. So somebody's getting one of those, and I'm also stitching one for myself because it's too cute. I want it. There's that, and then that is all that I worked on. And I did say I was gonna work on something, and then I didn't. What happened? I think that vintage Christmas tree happened, and I was like, oh, I need to get started on that because it is a month away. But I'm one of those, I get nervous. What if I don't finish on time? Or what if my finishing goes completely horribly bad and then I have to redo something completely different? So once I get that done, this is going to be what I start. It's the Teresa Kogut, the Hello Halloween book. I know tons of people have this and they're doing this one. I've seen this a lot on Instagram. I really was going to, but I'm like, oh, that's big. Next year, I plan on doing it. I bought the book for a reason. But I'm going to stick with this small one right here because that's really all I have time for right now. They're so cute. All of it's cute. All of it. But I'm going to do this one, and it makes me think about my Jon Snow. I love that cat. He's ridiculous. And that so looks like my Jon Snow. And I'm going to stitch this on 40 count Mayflower by Fox and Rabbit. Everything by Fox and Rabbit today. And I'm going to use the called for DMC. I thought this is a fun piece. I think I've shown it before for something else, and I totally stole it from whatever it was that I was going to use it on. But it's very splotchy. So I thought it was a good one for this. So I will get this started when I'm done with that Christmas one. That's not lingering over me anymore. I'm excited. I'm excited to go on my first stitching retreat. That's really cool. I haven't done that before. A little nervous, but it'll be good because I'll see familiar faces there, so it'll be not as terrifying. So that's all for my whips, and I'm going to just continue working on those and kind of rotating them out, and I think that's my plan. Well, I am starting my my birthday start. I think I already put in my stitching area, but I'll do that. But yeah, that's it for that. And then now I have haul. I do have some cross stitch haul. I have this huge table and everything's laid out, and it's way over there. So I'm gonna disappear, and then I'll come back. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing that I'm gonna show you, I got from Country Sampler, and I don't remember. Did I already talk about this? I might have. I don't remember. I don't watch my videos back. That's terrible. And then I wouldn't bore you with something I've already shown you, but I don't think I did. I don't know. Wait, did you get to see it again? It's Jane Stanwick's 1843. I think this is going to be the next thing that I kit up. I don't know, something about that house and the trees. I really love it. And I'm going to use, there is a color conversion from Country Sampler. I'm going to use theirs because I saw the ones that they had, the one that they had on display, and it was really pretty. So I want to do it like theirs. So I'll do that. And then let's see, that's the rest of this is probably 1, 2, 3 stitch. I got the Stacy Nash Haunted Stitches needlebook. I thought that was really cute. He's a little crow with the needle. I'm not going to do the face on that pumpkin though. It looks a little weird. This is not my jam. But, and then the back, you do like this. So I'm excited to do that one. I think that's cute. So I have the floss, and I'm going to do this on Marbled Bunny 40 count by XJU. Oh, I think that's going to be really cute. I'm going to get started on that soon. Then I also got from 1, 2, 3 Stitch the Flower Pot Roll-Up by Lottie Da. Thought that was really sweet. I saw somebody do this on Instagram. And so I'm going to need some of those little rings. That's really cute. I'm going to get that one done eventually. And I got a few of these Chanel for finishing. I'm going to do more finishing. The Lady Dot Creates. This one is Peony and Garden Grass. No, Odin Grass. That's a pretty color. It's not. It's more blue than green. So not like grass. And Licorice, which is also more gray than black. It's pretty. And then I got also from 1, 2, 3 Stitch was Birds of a Feather Blackbird design. And a lot of people are doing this or have just finished it. And I've been thinking about it. And then when Carol Saltbox put it on her Instagram, okay, I'm doing it. It's so pretty. So that's exciting. This is the original antique. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that chain stitching on that top flower. We'll just have to see about that. We'll see. And then okay, so this one was, I'm very excited about this one. I was on Instagram and I saw, oh, what was her name? Carol Hodge, Carolxstitch on Instagram. She works on this. Oh, hers is so pretty. So I went on Etsy and I bought it and downloaded it and then got the DMC. Hers is beautiful. Go look at it on Instagram. It is so pretty. And I don't have them, the floss, it's DMC. I don't have them on the things yet, but these are the colors. And I'm going to stitch this on, I have a piece of 36 counts Dirty Teacup by Needle and Flax. And that's what I'm going to use. I think that's going to be perfect. I'm going to get that done. I was really excited about that one when she showed it. And that's all cross stitch haul. And then I got some cross stitch Happy Mail. So I had a sweet friend on Instagram reach out to me and ask if I wanted to join her in a birthday start in November. And of course I said yes. And her name is Jem, and she's JC Hudson 44 on Instagram. And she wants to start, and I have not done this one. I didn't even own it. Oh Joyous Day by Blackbird. I know a lot of people have done this one. It's really beautiful. And she sent me the chart. Her birthday start, and she sent me the chart. I just thought that was too sweet. And so I'll definitely be making a bag for this and sending her one. But I just thought that was just so kind that she not only wanted to stitch this with me for her birthday, but she sent me the chart, and so that's wonderful. So she has one, I have one, and we're going to start in November, and I'm really excited about that. And oh, I was going to talk about finish. I did a couple of finishes. I didn't have cross stitch finishes, but I did do a couple of finishes, and they're stitching related, so it counts. My friend Tina sent me, she had already made these pillows. It's so funny because before I even knew Tina as a friend, I apparently, when I was going through my photos from last year's Halloween decorations, I was trying to remember what I have up in my attic because I'm really bad about forgetting that. And so I was going through, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I had that, I had that. And I took a screenshot of something that was on Tina's Instagram, and it was a bowl full of these pillows. And I said, look at this, I took this picture. It must have inspired me. And she's like, oh, already I'll stitch those. And so she sent me the pattern, and it's a buttermilk basin. And they're these. I just think they're adorable. I went ahead and stitched one up, and instead of doing a pillow, I put it in this little frame, and I think it turned out really cute. I didn't do like all the extra stitches. I just whip stitched them down onto some really cute fabric that I had in my stash, and I think it's adorable. I got this frame at Home Goods for like $4. So I love it. I think I'm going to do the rest of them either like this, or I'll make them into pillows, but I'm definitely going to make all the other ones too, because that was fun. That was a lot of fun and very quick and easy. Wool applique, that's fun stuff. And then I also did, y'all probably saw this on Instagram already, most of you, but I'm going to talk about it on here. I was, what was that? I was on YouTube watching videos, but I had, where's the pattern? Sorry. I got this pattern after watching her video. It's Minky Kim. She is a fabric designer, quilt designer. She patterns for all kinds of stuff. Her website is called sewingillustration.com. She has amazing patterns. I've bought so many of her patterns, but this one was for these pumpkins, and she's so great because she always does tutorials. So you can buy her patterns for hardly anything. They're a download. And then you go on YouTube and she'll have videos for them. And she had a video for these pumpkins, and I was thinking, oh, those are really adorable and sweet. And I do buy her fabric for my great niece. She has the cutest fabric for littles. And so, but I was like, oh, I could do this more my style. And so like everything that I do, I use Silver Wharf fabric and reproduction fabrics, and I made it all tattery looking and put a spool in the top for the stem. And so funny. When I was doing this, I got really stressed out, because when you're starting a project that you haven't done before and you're kind of going off the cuff of a pattern, you're just like, oh boy, this could go really bad, and I can ruin all this fabric and waste my time, and that's annoying. And but when it was finished, I was so proud of it. I thought it was just the cutest little thing. And so I ran it to my husband. I was like, hey, look. And he looked at it. He's like, that's weird. Can you believe that he said that about my pumpkin? He said it was weird. I don't know why he thought it was weird. He's like, I just never saw a pumpkin like that. But I think it's adorable. I love it. So to get this tattered little frayed edges, it's kind of I just did it backwards. So the seam is on the outside instead of the inside of the pumpkin. But I also added, it's called ChenilleIt. ChenilleIt. So this stuff is so cool. You guys go on Etsy, ChenilleIt. You're going to want to put this on everything. I've used it on quilts. I've used it on, you can do binding with this stuff. You can, I did an Easter quilt for my great niece, and it was like a panel, and the tail, I outlined it with this stuff, and so it made the tail all fluffy. And I did Christmas ornaments. I did them for, oh, I have one here. I did them for like gift bags. I made these little tag ornament thingies, put them on the gift bags, and then that way they could have an ornament or whatnot. But you see how it just frays up the edges? It just makes it cute and soft. And I made this one too. These are just cookie cutters. I took cookie cutters out, traced it, and then I sewed the ChenilleIt all the way around. And this is what it looks like. It looks like this. So it comes like this, or they're smaller. There's two sizes, and there's tons of colors. This is the natural. This is the natural. This is why I do this when he goes to work. He's home today. This is the natural. I also have it in the white, and she makes lots of colors. But what you do is you just, for on here, what I did is when I was sewing these seams down, I put this between the two pieces of fabric, and this stuff is so amazing. It like bends while you're sewing it in. You can't mess this stuff up. You're like, oh, I got off, or I'm not in the middle anymore, or don't worry about it. It'll work. And then after I sewed everything together, I took my husband's toothbrush, and I just, this all you do. You just go in here like this, and it just gets it all frayed and fuzzy and perfect and wonderful. And so easy, fun. It's fun. You'll love it. But I was also thinking it would be really cool on cross stitch pillows. If you could put it on the edge of your pillow, and then just with your toothbrush, not your toothbrush, an extra toothbrush, just go and rough it up. There's tons of colors. Go look at it. Go on her website, or it's Etsy. Go on Etsy and look. And she's super sweet. Leave her, a message or anything. She'll get right back to you. You can go find her on Instagram. She's on Instagram. You get tons of inspiration. So that was my other finish. And I'm going to make lots more of those pumpkins. And the patterns come in 3 sizes. So this one was the medium. So I'm going to make all 3 sizes and then some. So that was fun. And that was a finish thing that I did. Oh, I have another little finish. And it was a gift. And it was so sweet. When I went to the sit and stitch, I have a friend, Linda. Linda, I'll put her stuff below, but she's a Flosstuber also. But she sits at our table, and she's so sweet. She brought little cute things for us. She has these crochet. Look at that. Look at that. I can't do that. That's so cute. Look. It's adorable. And she did little tags with our initials and little, how cute. And then she gave me this bowl, which I turned into a pincushion. And I learned how to do this I watched a video. I'll link it down below. I can't remember what video I watched, but yeah, you just sew it, stick it in there, perfect. And then I can just change this out with colors and the seasons, because I do use this jadeite. I use this for Christmas. I have a lot of this vintage. It goes perfect with the vintage Christmas stuff. So I'll change that out for Christmas. I just thought that was so cute. So cute. Look at that. Okay. And that was that. And then the other happy mail I got, this is so fun, you guys. Oh, I also got this quilter's big tote pattern. I'm gonna make that too, because I need more bags, right? Oh, speaking of bags, I also did 3 more project bags. See, I've been busy. I've done things. I got things done, and they've already been sent out to their owners. But so I got this really sweet. This is so funny to me. Okay, Carrie, Tiger Lily Designs, love her. She she's one of those people I can watch and just the whole time just she makes me laugh, she makes me happy. She's like just so fast and happy and pumped and colorful, and I just love her. I love her. But she does knitting and I don't know anything about knitting. I don't know anything about knitting. I don't know the difference between knitting and crochet. I don't know. I know zero. But she sent me some videos and I'm going to learn. And she also sent me, she's really good at knowing people's colors. Look at this. How pretty these are. I mean, that's so neat. So she sent me these and a pattern to make a beanie. Okay. I love beanies. We wear them a lot in February here in Texas. But how pretty are these? And I love looking at yarn. I have yarn in my house in little spots because they're so pretty to just look at. But I've never done anything with them because I don't know what I'm doing. So, but she's going to get me knitting. So she sent that. She sent this. I don't know what this is for. What is this? Something to do with knitting. That is cute. Look at that. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. And she sent me a sweet card. And then she had this little box that says Katie Knits. Look at her. She's got it all planned out. And I don't know what all this stuff is. And she's got me a cute little charm, little angel charm, which is really sweet. And I'm guessing I'm going to need these. I don't know. Little pin things. I don't know. I'm going to need them. And I'm going to need these things. I don't know. I'm going to watch videos. And I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out because I'm really excited. It's just something that I don't know how to do. And I admire it when I watch Flosstube and people show their knitting. And I know Liz from the Antique Needlework, she's getting into it. And I want to. Why not? So that was so extremely sweet of her to send these to me. And if anything, I'm just like, at them. They're pretty. So I was over the moon excited about that. So my husband's going to take me Saturday to Waco. And I found a couple of quilt shops. I haven't been, well, a quilt shop, Heritage Quilt Barn. I looked online and it looked really cute. It looked like something I would really enjoy. So I'm going to go there. And I looked up a couple of yarn places also because I need to get the needles, the knitting needles. So Crossroad Yarn, Homestead Heritage Fiber Arts. You guys know about those, or you know of a better one, or if you know of a cross stitch place out there too, let me know because we're going to Waco on Saturday. So it should be fun. But so yeah, I'm gonna get the needles, I'm gonna do the videos, and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna make myself a beanie, and it's gonna be exciting. So I'm pumped about that. And I know that my youngest one is pumped too because he loves beanies. So once I figure it out, I'll make one for him too. And then another happy mail I got was the quilt label that Shelly made for all of us that are working on the cheddar and coal quilt along, the layer cake, double slice layer cake pattern. And her embroidery, I mean, it just, oh, it warms my heart. It says Quilting with Friends Across the Miles, Fall 2023, and it has our names. And I'm excited. I just got the backing fabric for that quilt. Finished the quilt. Where am I at? No, I brought it over here. Yes. I finished the quilt. And I was just waiting on backing fabric. I got this. And I'm loving these colors. It's really pretty. I got that. And then the backing I got off Fat Quarter Shop. It's a black with a little bit of pattern on it, and it's going to work out great. I'm excited about that. So now that I have the backing fabric, I can get started on that one. And I'm excited to use that this fall with a label. It's just so sweet. And So let me think. Stitching wise. I was gonna talk to you guys about this wool because I think more people need to get on the wool applique. If you can cross stitch, you can wool applique. You Wool applique is super easy and it's so fun. It's so fun. The things that you can make. Look, okay. So buttermilk basin vintage vibe. And of course, you know I love all the things vintage. But how cute are all these things? So for Halloween, they had these really cute ornaments. I mean, so like I didn't have enough on my plate. So I went through my big stash, and all you do is get your little pieces of wool, you trace the template on, you can either use fusible, which is, I go back and forth, but this one I'm using fusible. So you just trace it out, stick it on, cut it out, and then when you have all the pieces cut out and you layer them, you fuse it all down and then you stitch it all together. Whip stitch. You don't have to do that blanket stitch. Easy, easy to do. Anybody can do it, and it's very rewarding. And I don't know, I love it. I love doing it. I think more people need to get on that bandwagon because it's fun. So I talked about my haul for stitching. Making sure I didn't forget anything. No. Okay, so that is all of my stitching whips, haul, finished things. Okay, so then I am done talking about that, and now I'm going to move into quilts. This quilt behind me is, oh my goodness, oh there it is. Sorry. This is a free pattern by Laundry Basket Quilts. So you just go on her website. She has tons of free patterns. They're great. And it's called Bed of Roses. And it uses 2-layer cakes. Yes, layer cakes. And I'm not sure if that's what I used or if I used a fat quarter bundle, but it doesn't matter. Either way. And it finishes at 49.5 by 76.5. And super easy to put together. Very quick, easy, fun. No stressing over little points and whatnot. And this is a Kim Deal fabric, and I love it. And it's so soft. It gets lots of use. We love this one. So go check out her website. Tons of great free patterns for all levels. She has some hard ones. And I got that. Oh, so I want to talk about that. And then, and a pillow I made years ago. And don't be mad, I don't have a pattern for this, but I just thought you could take the same concept. So, oh my gosh, I think I made this probably 4 years ago, maybe longer than that. But take a block from a quilt that you like, a quilt pattern, and turn it into a pillow. That's what I did. I don't remember what it was, where I got it. Somebody's looking at it and they're like, I know I made a quilt out of that. But I didn't want to make the whole quilt. So I made this pillow. This pillow looked giant on camera. It's not that big. It's just a cushion from the couch. For some reason, this pillow looks enormous. Look. But this is there's tons of tutorials about making pillows. I mean, and they're fancy. You can get the what do they do, binding on pillows, or you can do knot binding. But yeah, this is one of those feather pillows. But it's Joe Morton Fabrics, I think. I don't know, maybe not that orange one, but the rest of them are. And I just think that that's a good idea. If you see a block that you really love, but you don't want to make the whole quilt, make it into a pillow. Those are fun, quick and easy. Okay, so I cut up my fabric for the Cheddar and Coal 2 that I'm doing with Olivia. So it's just in pieces, so it's not really anything fun to show you because it's just a bunch of little pieces of fabric that I now need to sew together. And oh, when I went to sit and stitch at Boxcar, I took my hexie. I think I sewed like 3 or 4 hexies together on that block. Just sad. I talk too much. I talk too much. That's my problem. So I didn't get a whole lot done. That's terrible. Um, but so that was really all that I worked on besides the bags that I made. Um, yeah. So now I'm going to talk about my haul, which I guess I got a lot of fabric haul. Let's talk about this one first. I got this pattern from Quilter Station. I've never seen anything like this before. I thought it was very interesting. So Carol is now an enabler to me more than normal. So it was one thing when I watch her Flosstubes or when I see her on Instagram posting things, but she sent me a picture of this quilt and I was like, I need that. So I bought it. I bought the pattern and it's called The Big House. It's a big house. Isn't that fantastic? I've never seen a quilt like this before and I thought it would be so much fun to stitch or to sew this. And so I'm excited. They were out of kits, but that's okay. I can make it work. Um, they have beautiful kits and patterns. Quilter Station, get on their website, and there were a ton. And I have a list going for Christmas. I have my Christmas list going. So I'm gonna definitely make that one. I had somebody reach out to me on Instagram. What's Nancy the Disorderly Stitcher? Yes. She has a Flosstube, and she messaged me and asked me if I wanted her Joe Morton fabric. I guess she's doing like a de-stash, and she's selling some of her things. And of course, I was thinking, yes, I do. I want your Joe Morton fabrics because some of them are very hard to come by. And she had Adamstown jelly roll, which I had this in a fat quarter bundle, but it's so beautiful. Why would you not want a jelly roll of it also? And then this one's harder to get because it's older, but it's the Joe's Shirtings. And she does shirtings. I mean, just beautifully. I love her shirtings. That's when I go back. I'll tell you, the men's department. I love looking at their shirts. I don't know. It's beautiful. I was so excited and I appreciate so much that she reached out and asked me and not somebody else because it could have been somebody else's, but I love it. I'm excited and maybe I'll cut into it. And I also got on, oh, this came this morning. Somebody on Instagram. This is terrible. So do you ever get on Instagram and you're scrolling and you look at things and you see something that is just really exciting and inspires you? So you immediately don't close it. I don't close the Instagram. I just open up the Etsy thing and I find it, put it in my cart and buy it and do all the things. And then I go back to the page, the Instagram that I left open, and it starts you completely over. Where did it go? Who was it that showed their thing and made me go buy the thing? I don't know. There's so many of the posts on Insta, I'll never find it. And so this person sent me on my way onto Instagram or to Etsy, and I bought these things, and I can't tell you who it was. You know who you are. You made a drawstring bag out of this fabric, and it made me go get it, and it was so cute. This one, because I love vintage Christmas, and this is the panel, and they made drawstring bags out of these. That treat, come on, it's so cute. This is so cute. Love it. So, yes, I got excited about that, and so I got that panel, and I got this panel because I'm thinking I can do something with it for my great niece. Holiday in mail. I don't really know. I'll have to look and see and read the instructions for what that's supposed to be, but I probably will do something else with it. And then just a couple of pieces of the fabric from the line. And I got it from Threadstitchesfabric on Etsy. And they shipped really, really fast. Yes, so that was a good shop. I had not bought from them before. That was that one. And then I was on Fat Quarter Shop, and oh, I know why. Because I was shopping with Tina, and she wants to make a table runner using Practical Magic. And it's by Laundry Basket, and it's just this really beautiful fall fabric. And so, I mean, I couldn't just buy just one charm pack. That's silly. And so I always look, and what I do with Fat Quarter Shop, I always have something in my cart that's not on sale, but I don't buy it. And then I'll wait and look every day to see a flash sale. And if they have something good that I like that's on sale, I'll put it in my cart and then I'll buy it. So then that way, that other thing, I feel kind of better because then I at least was one shipping. Or sometimes I get up to 80 and there's free shipping. So that's just what I do. So then I go and I look for anything else that they have on sale. And so I'll put in, they have it where you can pick by theme, and I put in reproduction. And so they had some reproduction fabrics on sale. So I got those. And then, oh, I have this Fat Quarter bundle, but I love it so much I thought I needed to get this one too. So this is the Primrose by Laundry Basket, which is also beautiful. And they had this on sale. This is a Blackbird, and it's one of those panels that have the cross stitch on it. Sampler, really cute. That was on sale. Ooh, and I thought this would make a really cute bag. It's oh, who made this? Cambuda, right? Yes. No. Yes. It wasn't on sale, but I was thinking, oh, that's so cute. I can make a bag out of that. I got that. And then they had Cheryl Johnson, Temecula Quilt Company. They had her stuff on sale. So I got half a yard of some of these. I don't have any green quilts anymore, like green. I love green. It's one of my favorite colors. So I need to work on that. I need to have green quilts. And then I got this 5 yards of laundry basket fabric for Practical Magic. And no, I'm not going to need 5 yards for the charm pack I got. I'm going to need 5 yards for the Fat Quarter bundle I got because Tina made me. Look. Look how pretty that is. She does really beautiful big prints, but I mean, they're beautiful. So yeah, beautiful fabrics. And so I'll be making something with this, and I'll need the backing fabric, and it was on sale. Sale, get it, because you'll use it, especially backing fabric. And that I got from Fabricsweets.com on Etsy, and she had other things on sale, so I got that. Some more backing fabric. Regency blues, I think. I forget. And then some Joe Morton. I love her stripes. They're great for bindings. So I got those. And then this one was a collection for a cause. Another stripe for binding. So those were on sale, so I got them. And then I got a couple of books off of Amazon. This Autumn Bouquet. I need to do more applique quilts. Decided. I don't have enough applique quilts going. I need to do that. And this one had a lot of really pretty quilts in it. I need to get on it. Why do I not have these? I'm gonna click on that. And then I also got, this one was used, It's a little rough, but it was a good deal. I didn't have it, but it's a Betsy Chutchin Lizzie's Legacy. But I just love her books because they have so much about history. Um, this is More Quilts from a Pioneer Woman's Journal. And the pictures in it are just beautiful. She's so inspiring. She's just one of the most amazing people. Everything she does, I want to do. Trying to find that one quilt. Oh, I mean, just beautiful. She is very special to the Civil War reproduction community. Look at that. Ugh. So this is a really good book. I'm excited to put some stuff in there on my list of things I need to make. And so that's it. I'm looking around and I've talked about everything that I've made a mess of. And yeah, so I really appreciate you listening to all the things and for following me on here and on Instagram and that all my jumping around isn't too ridiculous to where you guys are just like, oh my gosh, she's never going to finish anything. I can't watch her. No, oh, it's fine. It's fun. I mean, but you can come for the haul. The haul is fun. I love looking at people's haul on their Flosstubes because that's usually when I'm doing the pause and shopping. And so so funny. Something that we say in this house a lot is this is terrible. I'm going to tell you the story behind it so you don't think that it's insensitive. But years ago, I took my sister and I took my oldest one to some kind of I don't know. So it was like a Comic Con, but it was for scary movies and stuff. And it had like a lot of C-list celebrities from the 80s and whatnot. And that place, it was really fun, but terrifying because there was a lot of people dressed up in costumes and whatnot. But it was fun. It was an all day thing. And we walked that thing numerous times and he wanted all the things. Everything was so expensive. And we found a few things for him so he didn't leave empty handed. But at the very end of it, we're sitting there and my sister's friends were there. And I hadn't seen them the whole time. And one of them walks up to us with all the stuff he bought. And just like dumbfounded because we knew that that stuff was expensive. And he said, "What? It's just money. I'll get more." So I was like, told my husband about that. And so now that's like our thing that we say when we spend money. We're like, it's just money. We'll get more. No big deal. Don't worry about it. So I don't know. But every time I do the haul and stuff, I'm like, man, I didn't realize I had gotten that much. Whoopsie. Uh, but it's fun. It's fun. It keeps me busy. It keeps me happy, and it makes things that I get to put around the house that I hope makes the rest of my family happy. I don't know. They might not even notice it. My husband notices. He notices the Halloween. He does not like Halloween decorations at all. But my oldest one loves it, and it makes him happy. So I make sure I squeeze it in there while I can. But ooh, he does not. He does not like those bats on the walls. He does not. He's not a fan. But he's a good sport. He deals with it. But the day after Halloween, he's ready to pull it down and put up Christmas. No, but it's fun. But that's it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks. And I'll have stories about my trip to Waco. Trip to Waco, it's like an hour away, but hey, it's something. All right, bye.